Hey folks, Luxinda Swirl here. We are going to do something a little different than paint pouring today. Yay! We are going to work with alcohol inks. These are just a few of my collection. I have a whole bunch more than this, but I thought these would be a pretty selection. I picked this tea light candle holder up at its glass at the Dollar Tree recently. This is the lid, which I've removed, and the little tea light candle sits there and it goes in the jar like that. I removed it, obviously, and I inserted a white foam noodle so that it's easier to see what I'm doing. And I can set it down if I need to. Inspiration for this goes once again to Mixed Media Girl. I will link to a couple of her recent videos below where she decorated glass items like a vase with alcohol inks. She had a couple different methods. I'm going to try something not quite the same as what she did, although if I don't like how it's going, I can resort to one of her methods, which is to put the drops of alcohol ink on a couple of makeup sponges and dab. But I'm going to try dropping the alcohol inks right onto the glass. This will allow me to pick it up and turn it and maybe swirl the drops, and we'll see what we get. Okay, these are from Kristie Taylor Creations. I've used these before in a my Wish Upon a Starfish Tumblr video. She has some beautiful, beautiful metallic sparkle inks. These are alcohol inks with superfine, ultrafine, sparkly stuff in them so that they have shimmer to them once they dry. It's not glitter, but it's very fine glitter-like particles. So I got this at the Dollar Tree also, this holder. This is for nail polish. What I've discovered is that these particular alcohol inks from Kristie Taylor Creations fit perfectly in the little slots. However, if you have other brands like Marabou, they will not fit. They just won't, so they're up here. Ranger also, well, you can cram it in there, but then you have a lot of trouble getting it out. So that's up there. And Pinata is, or yeah, the Pinata brand fits, but it's really snug. So I'm using these for now temporarily. I have another one coming that is just clear acrylic rose, like this space back here, where you can set whatever size you have next to each other and they'll fit fine. But in the meantime, these work great for this particular brand. So I'm going to pick out some colors. We have red, we have green, we have yellow, we have blue. What else do we have? Another red, that's Zinnia Ruby. We have orange. I believe I did rainbow. So that's, now this Aphrodite Purple, I've tried to contact this company a couple of times and I have not heard one iota back from them. This is a sparkle spirit, so this is supposed to be a sparkle ink. It is supposed to have the metallic stuff in it. It does not. There is no metallic, no ultra-fine sparkly stuff in here. There's not even a mixing ball in here, so it's completely different than these, even though it's supposed to be exactly the same thing. And I've asked them repeatedly for a replacement, so I get what I actually ordered, and I have not heard back. So I'm a little displeased with their customer service, but I must admit, for the inks that came through with the sparkle stuff in them, they work beautifully. We have two different greens, two different blues, two different reds, and a yellow and an orange. And I don't plan on using all of these because honestly, this thing isn't that big. So let's pick out a few. I'm going to go with, let's see, Bridget Blue, and should we do Eris or Gaia? We'll do Eris Green, and I really want to do a purple, but no sparkle in that. So I will use it anyway, and we'll add a little maybe Marabou Rainbow alcohol ink, which is nothing except the sparkle stuff. So these two mixed together will give me sparkle purple. We'll see if that works. So put all this back in here. We can always add other colors if we want. basically I'm just going to drop the inks on and twirl things around. That means I have to shake these up first, so pardon me while I do that. I was shaking this up for a different video last night and I didn't hold the top on and it went flying off and I got sparkles all over my shirt and all over the table. And so yeah, make sure the lid's on. This one has a nice mixing bowl. This one, oh yeah, this is the purple that doesn't have a mixing bowl. I don't even need to mix that up. Okay, there we go. Okay, don't want to do that. Maybe my outtake reel if I ever make one. It would be a very, very long video. Alright, so I've got blue and green. Maybe and a yellow. I'll just skip the purple. Alright. Good and shaked. Shaken. Good and shaken. I don't want to put the wrong cap back on the wrong thing. That I've done before too. It's hard because they're black. Now, that's got a white inside. That one I can tell is blue. And, okay, this one. So let's see how this goes. Again, I may end up switching to the dabbing method if this gets too out of hand, but I'm just gonna put some sparkles on and swirl things around. And if it falls on the fiddle pad, that's not a problem. That's going to turn the blue to green anyway. Let's see what clear rainbow does. It makes it sparkly, but I don't know if you can see anything. Oh. Sometimes this nozzle gets kind of clogged. I actually like how the rims of the spots are making darker lines. I think that looks cool. If you don't like that, then I would suggest the daubing method or dabbing method is probably more your thing. Another option, well, again, watch Mixed Media Girls videos that I'm linking below. You'll get some ideas there. You can put all of these drops of alcohol ink onto a sheet of your basic saran wrap or plastic film, set the glassware in it, and then raise the film of the inks around the sides, and it will color your glass beautifully. I like this look. I think it looks more like stained glass like this. I think it's very pretty. All right, back to the blue, and then I think we're done. Okay. Very, very pretty. Okay. What do you think? I think that is really gorgeous. Now, one last comment. I'm going to let this dry for a couple of days, and at that point I could spray a sealer on it. I would recommend the 2X Gloss Rust-Oleum Seals, protects, and revitalizes. So that would be an option. You could also wait a few days for it to completely dry and set, and then resin over it as well. I will probably not do that with this one, but I tell you what, we won't end the video here. I will bring you back in a couple days. I will have sealed it, and I will we'll test the whole thing out. We'll put this back in and light a candle and see what it looks like. So stay tuned, everybody. Hey folks, we're back. Okay, so an interesting thing happened. I took my newly inked candle holder outside and went to spray it with the Rust-Oleum 2X clear gloss that I mentioned. And I'm glad I did a test. I don't know if you can see it clearly here. Let's try. But it ran away. The spray and the little bit I did caused the inks to start running. So I'm glad I just did a little spot. So I am not going to do any sealing in the moment or for the moment. I will let it continue drying. Maybe it will set up and cure better. It's a little sticky still, which is why I've got the gloves on. But I wanted to bring you back and show you how it's going to look because I said I would. And I'm not going to use this outside, so it really doesn't need to be sealed against sun or the elements of any kind. And I'm not going to use it as a vase. I could, I guess, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to use it inside to hold a candle. So I wanted to show you how it's going to look. Whoop, come on. There we go. I think it turned out very, very nicely. It's very attractive. I'm very pleased. And over the next few weeks, I will attempt again to do a spot check with spray sealer on other parts of it to see if it does set up permanently, then I can spray the whole thing with a sealer and it will be more permanent that way, certainly. And if that's the case, I'll come back and report in the description area below. So, isn't that pretty? That was a really easy project. Thank you, everyone. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know if you've tried this and if you found any successful ways to seal yours. That would be very interesting for everybody. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.